This is the day the internet almost ended. It was the year 2008, and for months, there had been strange occurrences in the online world. At first, it was just a few websites here and there going down for a few hours, but it was written off as server issues or DDoS attacks. But then entire networks began to go down for days at a time. People were starting to get worried. What if it never came back? What if this was the beginning of the end? But by February, things had gotten really bad. Major networks like Facebook, YouTube, and even Wikipedia had all gone down. It was the largest internet outage ever recorded. And while the cause was eventually found to be a faulty router, that didn't stop people from panicking. But one guy named John posted something on his blog. He said he had an idea for a device that could let people communicate without the internet. And amazingly, within a few weeks, he had built it. This device was called the Whisper phone, and it used existing telephone lines to transmit messages over long distances. And while it couldn't send messages faster than a carrier pigeon, it was still impressive. But that wasn't the only thing that happened. You see, when the internet went down, people started reaching out to each other in other ways. They started writing letters again and even calling each other on the phone. But more importantly, they started talking to each other in person. Families and friends were reunited. Communities came together. People were no longer dependent on the internet to connect them. But then after 3 days, the internet came back. Life returned to normal and everyone went back to their lives. But John kept thinking about what would happen if the internet disappeared forever. So he built something new, a device that could let him talk to anyone in the world instantly, no matter where they were. He called it the Babel fish, and it worked, just like the Inter. But before he could show anyone what he had built, the government took it from him and classified it top secret. They said they needed to keep the technology away from the public to prevent another widespread outage. But John didn't believe them. He knew they were hiding something else, something much more sinister. He spent years trying to get the Babel fish back, but it was no use. The government had won. They had managed to control the flow of information, and the masses were none the wiser. But John was onto them. He knew that the government had taken the Babel fish to ensure total control over the population. If they could control the flow of information,